Do you believe me if I told you that you pee too much? If you're someone who has to run to the bathroom every time you have an urge come out of nowhere, or someone who doesn't feel like they can hold their bladder when they want to or need to, it might be time to take a look at your bladder habits. My name is Dr. Logan Lynch, pelvic floor physical therapist, and I help women retrain their bladders so they have more control over their life. And this month I'm giving you 25 pelvic health secrets that no one told you to improve your pelvic health in 2026. Every time I talk about bladder habits, the internet loves to yell at me and give me all of these very specific reasons on why they need to go to the bathroom so much. And there are always going to be medical exceptions, okay? I'm just here to give some general advice because if you're someone who goes to a store and has to constantly worry about where the bathroom is, we have a problem. And the reason sometimes that this happens is because we train our bladder to go so much, and then it doesn't really know how to hold as well anymore. Your brain and your bladder have major connections. There are signals being sent, and we can retrain those signals in the positive or negative direction. So if we are constantly emptying our bladder just in case, every time we leave the house, every time before we go into a store, every time we're on a road trip, for every hour, every 30 minutes, then we're developing some bad habits. And then your bladder doesn't learn how to hold, and then those signals are going to be sent more and more. And all of a sudden, when you're somewhere where you don't have access to the bathroom, you panic. In general, not counting any specific medical conditions, about 2 to 4 hours is how long your bladder should be able to fill and hold. No, you will not automatically get a UTI if you have an urge and you hold it for a little bit. But we also don't want to be holding for 5-6 hours regularly. And I know you have kids and sometimes you're on a road trip and you just don't want to have to stop for the bathroom. Once in a while, it's okay to go just in case. There's always going to be these one-off situations, but the goal is that when you feel like you need to hold your bladder, you can. And if you can't do that, that's when you need to start thinking about these habits. So about every 2 to 4 hours, 0 to 1 times during the night, depending on your age. And the main thing is when you need to hold it, you can. So if you're tired of your bladder controlling your life, bladder retraining, evaluation of your pelvic floor and how that influences your bladder is a part of our evaluation process. So come to Life in Motion, book an appointment, and we'll show you all about how we can retrain your bladder and improve your pelvic health so you can have more control of your bladder and of your life.